Hey lovely people, welcome back, welcome back. I know I've been missing for a while now, but I'm back and I'm ready to cook. So today I'll be doing fried chicken breast in coconut sauce. I will be seasoning my chicken breast with some dry thyme, some complete season. I'll also be using some garlic powder, some crushed pimento, garlic herb seasoning, chicken seasoning. I'm using two different types, paprika, as I saw the type of chicken seasoning, and my Maggi onion cubes. So I'll start seasoning my chicken breast by adding just a small amount of thyme. I will be lightly seasoning my chicken breast. What I realize is that a lot of the seasonings that I get in the supermarket here in Panama, they have a lot of salt in them. They're very salty. So you have to be super careful with the amount that you're putting on your meat. So here I go, adding my two different types of chicken seasoning. Then I'm adding the garlic powder. My complete seasoning. Paprika. You can always season to your liking. You know, not everyone can eat the same thing or consume a lot of salt. So whatever dietary measures you have to take to secure your health, because you know your health is your wealth, you do so. So I just add my garlic herb and I'm adding my crushed pimento. Also, I'll be adding a small amount of flour to my chicken breast along with a small amount of baking powder to help it to get that little crispy look on the outside. I need it to be crispy, but I don't want to fry too long where the chicken breast will be dried out. So this is what I'll be using to achieve that. So I have my gloves and I'll be seasoning my chicken breast with my gloves. I don't like to use my hand to season my chicken. Sometimes I use a spoon or a fork, or I put a gloves on and do my seasoning. So you have to rub the seasoning nicely into the chicken breast, massage it into the chicken breast. Yes, as you can see I'm doing here. And you can choose to do this overnight, put it in your fridge, you wake up the following day, take it out, thaw it out, or you put it in the cooling part of the fridge. You take it out and then you put it on the counter, let it chill for a bit, and then you fry it. If you really want your flavor to soak in your chicken breast, you can do it that way. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a few minutes and then I'll be starting the cooking process. So now I have my frying pot on the stove. I'm going to be adding my olive oil. And I'll only be adding just a small amount of olive oil to my frying pot because I'm not deep frying these chicken breasts, I'm just browning them. So just a little. I'm gonna allow my oil to hot and then I'll start frying my chicken breast. I'll be frying my chicken breast on both sides until they become golden. You need to keep your eyes on these because they're very thin and you don't want to leave them to fry too long because they will eventually over fry, get too brown and eventually get tough. So you just need to, watch them and time them and turn them over when you see the sides start to become very light with just a little bit of raw meat in the middle. That's when you know that it is time to turn them over onto the opposite side. So just keep your eyes on them and ensure that you don't over fry them. When they're finished browning, you just take them out and rest them on a plate and put the next set in to fry. I'm finished with frying my chicken breasts and I'm taking them out so I can remove some of the oil from the pot to make my coconut sauce. The other pot on the stove, that's the pot that I'm using to make my flavor bomb. I call it my flavor bomb because it has herbs and a lot of seasoning, a little veggies, some bits and pieces of meat and meat bones as well in it. So I went ahead and I removed some of the oil from the pot and now I'll be adding some onion, some bell pepper and ginger. I had my onion and bell pepper cut up beforehand and I placed them in the freezer for, I think it's been there for about a week, because I tend to cut my seasons up when I buy them in bulk. I cut them up and I freeze them and I leave some down in the cooler part. So that's the main reason for the oil to be behaving like this, because of the moisture that's left in the bell pepper and onion. You see those brown bits in the pot? That's all the nice, good flavor that you need to keep from frying the chicken breast beforehand and using the same pot to make your sauce. So now I'm sauteing all my seasonings before I add my coconut milk. Now it's time to add my coconut milk. You can use canned coconut milk, bag, or freshly squeezed coconut milk. Right now I'm using coconut milk that I got already made in a bag. And I also add some water to it and I'll be mixing it around and I'm going to leave it for it to come to a boil. Now I'll be adding just a small amount of turmeric to my sauce. I'll also be adding some more thyme. This is dried thyme. I can't get my hand on fresh thyme right now. So this is dried thyme and I'll be adding my onion Maggi cube. To my sauce, I'll also be adding some garlic powder, my garlic herb seasoning, and a small amount of pimento, and I'll be stirring this in. This is all you need for your coconut sauce. You don't need to add anything else. But I choose to add my flavor bomb to my coconut sauce for added flavor. This is completely optional. I'll be making a video on my channel on how I made this flavor bomb for whoever would like to try it. So here I go, adding my flavor bomb to my coconut sauce. Now I'll be adding a small amount of cornstarch to my sauce to help it to thicken. I'm mixing this around before adding my chicken breast. I'm going to cover these chicken breasts and allow them to cook for 3 minutes. After that 3 minutes, I'm going to let them sit on the stove to rest for a bit before serving them with some nice rice and peas and fried plantains. Look at that. Just look at that. You take one look at that chicken breast and you know that it's juicy and flavorful. So it's finished and I'm going to turn the stove off and allow it to rest before serving it. If you have made it this far in the video, guys, I want to say a big thank you for all the support, all the likes, all the subscription, all the comments. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. If you're one that always shares my videos, I appreciate you with a special appreciation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll be putting my nice juicy chicken breast on this nice cup of rice and peas. And I'll be adding some fried plantain as well. So this is it, guys. This is the finished look, and I'll be putting my sauce all over the chicken breast. Look at that. Rich and flavorful. Thank you for watching, guys. As I always say, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Keep safe, put God first, walk good. Bye.